Wir hören wahrscheinlich trotzdem, wenn es klingelt, ne?
Bitte?
Wir hören, wenn es klingelt, oder?
Wir hören was?
Wir hören es, wenn es klingelt, oder?
Ja, ich hoffe.
Dass man die Tür offen
weiß nicht.
Hanna hat auch nicht gesagt, wenn er kommt oder ob er kommt, ne?
Hat er nicht gestimmt, ne?
Oh.
Aber, Adam kommt ja jetzt gleich.
voll on time sein, ne?
Ja,
Also warst nicht du, der aus dem Takt kam, sag ich.
also, ja gut, wenn du dann so gedrückt hast, dann...
Ne, wenn ich einen Tick zu spät drücke, dann merkst du es halt sofort.
Dann loopt es halt weiter, ja klar.
Das war neue deutsche Welle Punk hier.
Ja, ich dachte schon. Alter, ist das Deutsch? Hab ich erkannt.
Okay, das hat nicht gepasst, aber
irgendwie schon. Also.
so, was geht? Sechzehntel, ne? Also
ja, klar, ist schneller. Also, wenn ich das zähle, ja. Aber gut, Das Tempo kriege ich gut hin mit dem Ding zusammen. Das ist ein gutes Tempo, wo wir matchen.
aber im Prinzip, aber es ist auch das Tempo, wenn du es mal nicht hörst, ne? Und du bist knapp daneben, dann ist es halt sofort schnell außen. Ne? Also wenn du langsam einen Song, den fängst du schnell wieder ein, oder?
Ja, wahrscheinlich eher, ne?
Ja.
Ja.
Weil so wenn du einmal rauskommst, dann...
Ja, da muss man dann übereilt man es vielleicht wieder oder spielst lange, ja, das ist dann schwierig.
Sorry, falscher Knopf. Falscher Knopf.
Da gibt es ja auch 1 Million Knöpfe, also kann man verzeihen.
Das ist aber auch so ein 80er-Jahres-Style, das sind so blauen Linien da durch und sowas, also warum macht man das? Das macht es einfach nur schwerer erkennbar. das war ganz cool. Du warst auf dem Offbeat, um es zu merken. Und auf dem Offbeat klingt die Melodie eigentlich viel cooler. Ne? Das ist so vorhersehbar.
Offbeat kann sowas machen, ne? Das kann auch mal die Melodie sich an.
So cool. Okay, aber jetzt brauchen wir eine Gitarre hier.
Ja, die Gitarre wird geil.
Weil die Gitarre kann ich damit nicht simulieren hier. 1945. Okay, das ist jetzt auch schon vorbei.
Rocking away next door. They're rocking away next door.
Yeah, they're rocking, right? They would play some really awesome songs all the time. What's up? How's it going?
Not bad. God, the beef out here since I was fucking unbelievable, wasn't it?
He's on the loo.
Yeah, I can just imagine what he's doing. Oh, it's been there too long.
Hey, you made it.
Yeah, it's the BVG.
The BBG.
BVG, man.
The evil BVG.
It's almost going backwards sometimes. I think. Fucking hell, man.
Yeah,
How long can it be? How slow can the tram go? And then I got to here eventually with the ring bar went slow, and then I got here, and then it comes every 20 minutes now.
It's on.
19 minutes I had to wait. Just gone, and it was still fucking late. But what can you do?
Repair your car. That's what you can do.
Yeah, my car is repaired.
Ah,
My car
okay.
is repaired.
But your wife hasn't.
No, I just. Yeah, I've got to. On a Thursday, I've got to take the car. I've got to get used to taking a car. I'm just always scared it's going to break down. Where's Han?
We don't know.
He didn't say he's coming, but he also didn't say he's not coming.
I thought he did say he was coming.
Yeah, it was very short, no?
Yeah, but I liked it.
I mean, it was good, but I thought like
liked it, man.
it was like when the lights came up, I thought like, is this a break or? And then people left. I thought, Jesus, this was just an hour or something. But yeah, it was good. It was good. It was like what I found interesting is like it was a lot more techno and electronic elements than what I expected.
I was right by the I was right on the thing of the one in the middle.
The small one,
yeah, the small one. But there was more. I liked it better with the guitar.
Yeah.
Because this guitar sounds fucking good. This Robert Fink. Huh?
Yeah.
It's a good sound what he has there.
Yeah.
And it really.
So
but I liked
these techno stuff parts. I mean, they were still great, right? So, but
it got little bits, but a bit flat.
Yeah, the audience also I felt like didn't enjoy it that much, right? They wanted to hear the famous songs, of course, right?
Yeah, so, or something that fucking gets people going a bit.
Yeah.
But I thought how he does it is cool. He doesn't talk much, and he just gets on with it. I thought it was all good. I just would have took one or two of them songs that were a bit flat that and maybe played some of the others that are good that you didn't play.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing is, of course, like if you're an artist, right? He probably has played Head Like a Hole a million times. Like he's not eager to play it.
Yeah, I can imagine.
One times, right?
I can imagine. Yeah, but they don't play that many concerts. They really don't play many concerts.
True.
And I think it's top.
But it was good. Like it was very very loud. I felt like wow, the bass like it was like. It was shaking my body.
But he's small. He's small. Because Because I was right on the corner of this thing where he walks off the stage. He always walked by me.
The guy is small.
The Trent Reznor, yeah.
Really?
And then he was small.
He does look small.
it's like that with me. Yeah, but it's all musicians are like that.
Yeah.
They're all
it's the stage effect, right? You see them on stage and you feel like they're big. But
it's rare that they're like 6 foot. It's rare. But he's I liked it. I thought it's a good show, but I would have took a couple of the other songs out.
And I thought it was good that he changed stages from time to time, right? So
that's
from
good.
This more intimate space in between all the people, and then go to the.
And then you don't tell people before, so everyone just doesn't drown down one thing.
Yeah.
And I like this thing in the middle with the box. Yeah. It reminded me like this Mecca thing.
Yeah. People.
The thing like Mecca. Yeah. It's so cool.
You can take a walk around it. Huh?
Yeah. Mondays, if we do a thing on Mondays and Thursdays, that I can leave work earlier because somehow apparently if you have, I don't mean to be hard, but apparently if you had a child once upon a time, apparently you can't work any late shifts, and therefore I'm doing them more.
It always feels unfair, right?
And of course I can push it, and they'll have to work, but you don't want it, But then I had a word today, I said I've got to have these couple of days where you can't ever have me on lates,
Yeah.
Because even like it's like today, I was even a bit late because one kid was crying and they couldn't work out, and I worked out it was like the acid from his stomach because he can't communicate, and then I have to call a doctor, and then I have to get because they have to say I can't give him the medicine.
Yeah.
It always takes longer.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, you lose a full hour of being here in this room.
Yeah,
so
and I've got a life, and as much as I like it, I've got a life, and what I want to do outside of it as well.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? Because there'll always be ill people. You know what I mean?
What?
He read nach Mund. He tells you what you want to hear all the time.
the boss.
Yeah, because and he doesn't like conflict. He says that's why I don't like conflict. I don't like it. He says to me sometimes, what do I do now? What do I say to them? I tell them, you got to tell them.
It's not a good idea if you're a boss
How do I
to
do
avoid
that?
conflict. Like,
It's
you
like,
will have
no, I
conflict
don't
all
want
the
it.
time.
But it's like, no, yeah, but it's great. You do really great. Is it at all possible if you just...
bass sounds good with that thing, but not the lead line, right? When I played it, it's like playing the lead line.
I thought how it came in when I started. I haven't got that set yet, how I do it. But when I started to do this thing and that's came in already, then it started to sound good.
Yeah. But only the bass part, right? So I should not play the main lead. I should just do the... Just to give the harmonic foundation.
Yeah, or sometimes with the lead, with the higher bit, it's good that it's there, but quiet it, quieter in that bit. The first bit is good, loud, and then quieter.
Yeah, so just to give it more...
Yeah, to give it more, and that's why I thought another guitarist is what that can add some more with the bass.
Yeah. I guess Han will not come, right? So it's already too late.
Yeah, I think
unlikely. Okay, need to remind him. He's been out for too long. He didn't know where to go and at which time.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't know anymore.
His wife was ill, wasn't she?
True. He said that like when he left.
Yeah.
So I mean, he didn't mention anything. I don't know.
Okay, what's next?
So what can we play with just one guitar and shall we try what did we do for Ignite? I think everyone's not here when we have you been here?
Yeah.
What was the second guitar doing on Ignite?
You were playing.
I was
just playing. You were playing, and I was playing just the chorus.
Right.
And this coda thing.
Yeah, right. Because I wonder if we can make. Does it make sense to make your part a bit more interesting, or
we can do that.
Because I think we removed this intro solo part, like this which we all said was
that's
too shiny, right?
But I liked how you played it with just like the damp.
Yeah. No, but I wonder if there's like opportunity now that we left this out to introduce like something kind of memorable, like a small riff or something, so it's not just like the typical downstroke, which I think would also work, but maybe makes it even more interesting.
What you had. Don't get electrocuted.
No, this is the drumming. Like I feel that.
What you did with was good, but on the first verse you do the guitar, then I come in for the chorus.
Yeah.
You even do the pre-chorus without me, right? And then I come for the chorus, and then it goes back to the second verse. But then maybe you do something, or I do something for the second verse to go along with your playing.
But maybe before shall we do that, or shall we do something else?
Yeah, we can do, but we need your guitar.
Yeah, because then it doesn't work. So what else could we do which works without me playing guitar? I mean, I can play a bit of bass here with that. Anything that's easy to do, or I can program a bass, and you just need to listen to it, and then I'm free to do something else.
Program it.
What's with We Are Paranoid?
Yeah. What else am I doing again? No, we were thinking about We Are Paranoid.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Sunfalls is also cool. We can also play that one.
Then I can also program. What's the first note? What's the Sunfalls on? In which
A minor.
A.
tempo.
Because I don't play, like I will just program it. Maybe just listen, then jump in. Is it too fast?
Wait. You have to maybe put your speaker nearer, please.
Oh, I'm closer to what?
Put it here. It's hard without a guitar.
But I think it's good just to try it out, just to jam
Ja,
different
sure.
things.
But then I can hear it myself.
Ja, aber pack's auch einfach so hin, dass es auch zu dir zeigt. Einfach da. Weil dann hörst du es auch, aber es ist auch näher an mir dran.
So.
Vielleicht machst du einfach ein bisschen lauter.
Für mich ist auch okay. Ich hör's
Ist lauter, ja.
Okay, just do it again. Just
Let's
play
try
around
one more
with it.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, just play around with it. Nah, just do it. Go on.
Yeah, sorry, I need to...
Hey, don't apologise.
Okay, what was it again? A. Okay, just give me a second. Sorry, that sounds very wrong. Something was very wrong here. This would be...
You're in the wrong key. I think
Really? Is that an F?
No. A minor.
A.
A.
Yeah, you play A, but I play E. There we go. I
I
need to
don't
program.
know.
Yeah, sorry. That was the interesting thing that I did, but I couldn't remember how it worked again. Okay, on E. That's it. Okay.
was like kind of freestyle.
Yeah, it's good.
But it sounded interesting
It's
still.
good to try out when we don't have all the instruments. It's good to try out. You can just try things out. It's alright.
Yeah.
I turned this off because I think it's like it's better if I play like the program thing doesn't work, like you don't hear it well enough because it's not like a clearly articulated riff where you can immediately hear, oh yeah, this is tone, right?
Exactly, yeah,
So
I know what you mean. Yeah, it's like a bit swishy. Yeah.
I think you were off so many times I felt like, okay, let's
just
do it without.
The second riff, hum it to me because I've got the notes, but I forget how the melody goes. To the second lead bit.
Yeah, pretty much that one. I mean, it's not cool with the delay actually.
Yeah, it's just a bit of delays.
Yeah,
it's
could be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking hot in here.
Yeah, let's open the windows because I'm sweating.
A lot of them are playing with the windows open out there.
What was that?
A lot of them are rocking with the windows open.
Yeah.
It's just too hot.
Yeah, because
I'll open some over there as well, so we can get front. time of the day again.
Have you listened to Yuri Gagarin? It's like a stoner rock kind of band.
It sounds
It
familiar.
sounds similar. Yeah. It sounds similar. Really good.
I get into it.
Yeah.
Melodies going on.
Yeah, they do like space rock.
The question is always, does the band like it more or does the audience like it more? I think the band loves it, the audience is like, how much longer
It's a
are
bit
they
like
going to
rock.
play this
It's a
shit?
bit like jazz for rock people.
No, but I mean, it's like that also has like a climax and everything, you know? It's like not just
Yeah,
like...
ours had no climax.
No,
Ours was all sick.
It was
just went
That's the new thing, you know? Just straight all sick.
It's like, I'm here, bye.
Okay, guys, do we want to try We Are Parallel? Or,
Problem is it has two guitars, right?
oh,
So
okay,
I
that was
think
Yeah,
it's
so it's the two guitars.
I mean, we can play the first part. But the second part is be...
No, we should then play a song which we can play complete.
Maybe what we could do is the intro song to Tipiland.
Oh, yeah,
This jam.
yeah.
And see whether we can do something with that. Now that
with
I have the
thing.
synthesizer, and so we need to do it anyway a bit different.
Yeah, for sure. Try things out.
I think what we've done at Tipiland is basically Adam started, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like playing the chords,
Yeah.
and then I've done like my Shakespeare recital. And then,
Very good.
and then I think at some point we just kind of kept doing our shit.
But when you've got a lead guitar, when you're doing the lead guitar and the rhythm guitar, you can swap back and forth, and that's what I'd like to open that up for you when you play. You can still like have the guitar a bit,
Yeah.
but if I have another guitarist, then we've both got our thick melodies going together and building and intertwining, right?
Yeah.
And then you can do your little bits and come out again and do your stuff and then come out again and sing, and you don't have to worry about concentrating on all different things.
Yeah.
You can really it adds more to the sound.
I mean,
When the
actually,
guitarist
so
makes it thick.
I can sing and play like lead or something like that. I just need to practice it, right? So I can't do it right now.
Yeah, but
So
that's
if I
what
practice,
lots.
it's not a problem.
But you look lots like even this Resin or whatever. He didn't stand all the time with his guitar, right?
Yeah,
He lets the other play as well because there's some bits it's just better when you feels you don't feel comfortable with it.
Yeah.
You can always when you feel like it, you can always stab it and then play bits that you feel like it. But if you've got two guitarists back and forth, it makes it thick and it blends.
Yeah.
It makes it.
But let's see what we can do today. So I would maybe let me do like the chords
Yeah.
here. So if we
Yeah.
were to play
You do the
Tipiland
chords.
now, right?
Yeah.
We would probably have the synthesizer play the main chords as the beginning, right?
Yeah.
So that we hear the sound.
Yeah.
And we understand. Okay, here's the harmony. And at some point, you two come in, and
Yeah.
you need to add something on top of the chords,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So either kind of enrich them or kind of play around or something like that. That's how
Yeah.
we probably play it now.
Yeah.
I would not have you play the chords and me kind of solo with the synthesizer. I think that would not sound very good.
Yeah, but I think
I mean, we can also
later
try.
on, I find that not bad.
Yeah.
But like that's what I mean with another
Maybe
guitarist.
we
You've
try
got the
that,
things
right?
we can all do a little bit because I think
Yeah,
it adds
yeah.
variety to it.
Okay, that's good. So we had E, D, C, right? E minor, D, and C. That's E. Then D, and then C. Back to the-
But these open, not like the
Yeah, yeah.
rest of them.
But you don't play the open chords anyway, do you?
No, I play.
Do you play the E string?
But I let these go, and then I'm on this one, then I add something back. There. I've got to get the rhythm again. Let me see the rhythm again. Here we go.
find another sound. It sounds a bit like Twin Peaks.
Yeah,
right? So I don't think this is the right sound here.
I think I too slow and a little bit too. It's the chord, right? You're playing that.
I don't play chord. I just play the key root, the root notes.
Needs a rhythm guitar as well.
Yeah.
As well as that, it needs
It
someone
sounds
else
a bit,
playing the guitar.
I mean, it's again like it could just be a question of finding a better sound.
Yeah, we can just play around.
Yeah, no, it's too hot, dude. We're gonna die.
And the noise.
If police comes, like we will not hear
this
them.
noise intolerance of this country.
And we could also.
What
about that? Let's try and play a bit less loud.
Yeah.
Less loud?
A bit more.
Well, but I mean, like
if this were a concert in this room.
But if we did it like at Tipi Land, we went in with power, you know. I mean, the beginning was chilled because it was only guitar and bass, but then you started like shouting, and that is like, and that's actually what it should be. It's like this. Now we start, you know.
Yeah, you're right. It's not
and we shouldn't also do it too long. It's like we just should like go into crescendo and then stop.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do the Tipi Land version. Right? So you start, and then I'll do my Shakespeare thing.
Less loud, Adam. Less loud.
On Tipi Land, you were also not loud. You were actually not loud at all. You had like this box.
I want to get the rhythm right.
Oh man. I totally don't feel the Shakespeare at the moment, but. It was like when I was on Tipi Land, when I was standing in front of the crowd, I could feel it. I could feel like I'm doing this recital now. I don't feel it right now. Should have done it direct. There would have been a time for such a moment. Tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps with its petty pace. From day to day, to the last syllable of the quarter. And all our yesterday of light fools. Life's but a walking shadow. A poor player shots and friends and sours on stage. And then it's like, no more, no more, no more, no more. It's a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury. Singing for nothing, nothing, nothing. Nothing! Nothing! Signify nothing! I think if we open with that song, we should not play for too long, right? Because I think we should. I think actually when you stopped playing the drums, that felt about right.
Yeah.
So I think once we keep that doom away, we should kind of climax it at some point and then
just getting into it.
Yeah,
that's right. Make it good. Make it short. That's better.
It should be like this crescendo and then and then the next song
straight away with the next one. For sure.
Because otherwise it's also too repetitive.
Of course.
It should be. It feels a bit like when you enter the arena at a box fight, right? So they play like these.
Yeah, but you want it just for a little bit.
Yeah. I just want to know where your where exactly you say. What do you say in the end? Nothing.
Signifying nothing. Yes.
Signifying nothing.
I said nothing until we get
the
to
nothing is on the 4. So
yeah, I don't know. I haven't planned it, but I will continue saying nothing until we start again from the with a full.
Okay.
Bar.
Okay.
And like always, when we sing, your vocals have to come up in the mix.
Yeah.
Your vocals are always too quiet.
Yeah.
In the mix.
We don't know. We were on stage.
But at TV Land it was also.
Yeah, but I can hear all the time.
The setup was right.
We're all too loud. We're doing better, but we're all too loud. But your vocals have got to come up a bit more.
Yeah.
You don't want to above. You don't want to above, but you want them high.
You need like a pedal where you can like just go into overdrive.
Yeah.
Seriously. I mean, ideally, my vocals are so loud that I don't need to scream into the microphone, so that I can control it just by getting closer.
Yeah, but you can get closer, and you've also got to go up in the mix. You're always too quiet in the mix.
To sing higher, or to just get louder?
Between the drums and me, you're too quiet.
Yeah. But that's why I'm saying, like, I should always, I have a tendency to just scream too loud, right? So actually I should just get closer to the microphone.
But if you mic, and this is the thing, this is what makes everyone be tighter, is when you mic up the things, then you realise how loud you're all, if you read, that makes you be tight, that makes you get the sound just right.
Sure.
I think one issue is I try to make myself a bit louder, but we're already close to...
That's but if we get a proper interface and proper sound, then... we have to get quieter then.
You guys have to get quieter.
We have to get quieter.
So I don't need to scream.
We have to get quieter. Is it true that if you put more stuff in them, it gets quieter?
But it also changes the sound of the bass drum.
But we should still try it out, right? Because I think for this room, not for the stage.
No.
Right, but for this room to be able to kind of work a bit on the mix, because at the moment, like, you dominate everything, right? Because you have a certain volume, and we need to match that volume to hear ourselves. So if we bring you down a bit, then we have more headspace to play with.
Yeah.
And so I think maybe it's worth to find something that to make it, you know, to lower it, to dampen it a bit. Even if that changes the sound a bit, maybe that's ein Tod zu sterben.
Also ich würd hier nicht noch mehr reinstecken, also weil ansonsten hört sich das an wie Pappe. Weißt du, irgendwann ist halt, da ist schon viel drinne. Da ist schon viel drinne.
What about the sticks? The quarter sticks?
Yeah, there are quite sticks, yeah. But I think it's the falsche Herangehensweise.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, if we mic up everything and we can mix all the instruments on the same level, that would make it better.
Yeah, for sure. For live,
Yeah.
For live, that's for certain.
Yeah.
For certain.
I think live you should just drum the hell out of it.
And then when
they control it outside.
Yeah,
I feel just for this room.
Yeah.
And then when you're recording, you would have exactly how you want. When you're recording, then we would take it in the mix, and then we would match it. Then it would be then it would be exactly how you wanted. But just for in this room, when we're here, to make it a bit that we can come down a bit with the volume, would be good.
I didn't feel particularly too loud, right? Because it was like
also
open.
because it's open air.
But
of
here,
course,
like it is very loud what you play.
Yeah,
right? So I mean I can't actually.
I don't even hear it that loud because I'm sitting behind the drums. You know, it goes in that direction.
Yeah. Are you firing it out? Like, it's not coming back to you, the sound.
No. I don't hear it. Like I noticed, like when Han was sitting here and playing, I was like, oh, that is fucking loud. Yes.
So I mean I don't know what else to do, but I think it is like a bit. It would help.
For on the stage, it's perfect to be loud. It's perfect, but in here, but it's not so much fun with quarter sticks now.
It won't make a difference because the bass drum is still loud, you know. But I think we should, or maybe I'm gonna read up on it, what other bands do, or how they deal with that problem.
I think it's worth it because then we have overall like we have more headspace, right?
The best gigs I've ever played is when everybody has tried to get on top of their sound, try to limit it a bit, and in the end it sounds beautiful. But it's tempting just to go. But if you actually you really have to concentrate and keep it down, and then sometimes just go out. And then go out.
Yeah,
and bring
but
it
I
up.
mean, I do like have dynamics. I can play quiet. We have times
Yeah,
where I play
you
quiet. The thing is, like now, of course, with this part, it is for me like an explosion. It's like a firework going off.
It should. I think it should be right. So
that's why this is really loud. I'll play. I can play this softer.
I mean, we got to this discussion because you felt like that my vocals weren't loud enough. But I think in this room, I cannot turn them louder because we have the feedback. We have the feedback. So. Yeah. And so, I mean, it would be maybe a difference if this box was also working, right? Because two boxes that will be louder.
Ja, aber du hast es einfach jetzt nicht angeschaltet, oder?
Naja, also die ist halt wieder, das ist halt das Rauschding, ja, und ich habe halt wieder ein bisschen Angst, dass ich hier gleich eine Stromschaltregel solange es nicht repariert ist. Die fängt nach 10 Minuten.
Ja gut, nee, aber ich glaube die...
The only other way is to have them all mics monitored in your ears.
Markus, schreib mal Yannick an und frag ihn mal.
Ich habe gar nicht seine Nummer, schick mir die mal dann.
Ja, das ist glaube ich in der Gruppe drin. Kann ich dir später schicken.
I mean, the only other way to do it, which is expensive, is to monitor and have it in your ears because you block out all the other sound and you just hear the mix.
That's anyway like I think really the best solution.
Yeah.
Actually, it is the best solution for me because I hear you guys, so we will be tighter, and it's also